definitely overcharging. At times it'll hit 15 volts. Yeah, it's way too much voltage for a 6-volt battery. Get back to you. Just a quick update on the Flathead. I started her up, hooked up my voltmeter, and I was revving her up to 2,000 RPMs, and she's definitely way overcharging the battery. I would see the voltage coming back 15 volts at times. It would hit 13, 15. It was just way overcharging. That's why I was cooking the battery and overflowing the acid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try adjusting the brushes on the 32E generator and bring down the voltage. See if I can't bring it down in an imaginable area. And I also have the electronic cutout relay. See if that helps out. All right, I'll see you guys. As I suspected, my cutout relay is the culprit of why I was overcharging my battery on the Flathead. She's burnt up. That coil's wasted. That was causing the overcharging and cooking my battery. I was hitting like 13, 15 volts at times on a 6-volt battery. That's crazy. So I have the new and improved solid state cutout relays. I'm gonna give that a try. Put my Delco Remy cover back on. So I'll give that a try and test it out again. welcome back. It's another day. It's Friday night, and of course it's rainy and dreary out. So let me just show you where I'm at tonight. Old Blue here, working on, ironically, I'm working on getting the bluing off of the muffler there. If I can't do it, I got a buddy of mine who owns a cycle shop, Bobby over at Screamers. He's gonna polish them up for me. He can get them shiny again. I don't know where I'm at in this video. This video is probably going to be all over the place. I got a lot to talk about Blue and some things to get. Blue runs beautifully. All right, I don't know why my camera keeps dying. It died twice trying to make this video. But old Blue, she runs beautifully. The motor's never been apart. Cases have never been split. It has all the original hardware on it. I'm going to get the original air cleaner on there. I'm going to leave the S&S carburetor on there. I don't want the Tilliston that's supposed to be on there. I don't want that one. But anyway, this video is not about Blue. This video is probably all over the place because I've been in all different directions lately. But anyway, back to the Flathead. I got access to the generator brushes now. 32E, 3-brush generator. The third brush, the small brush, is right here. I loosen these bolts up so you can adjust the regulator, because the third brush is the regulating brush, the output brush, because you could regulate how high of an output voltage you want. So even with my electronic solid state cutout relay on there, she's running a lot smoother. I tested it once I put that on. She's running a lot smoother now, but yet I still seen the voltage coming back to the battery too high, a little too high. So I want to adjust it down a little bit. So in the manual, like here's the brush. I marked these the first time I ever played with this. This is in the all the way highest output it can give you. I marked them probably 2 years ago. And I'll show you. This is all the way lowered. You can see it's off my marks now. So what I want to do, and the manual tells you to just cut it back a little bit at a time and check it like that. So I'll cut it back to, like, let's say like there, and then I'll tighten this all back up, put everything back on, unfortunately, or maybe I can do it without the stuff on there, and retest it and see what kind of output voltage is now coming back to the battery. So let me try it there.
Every big bore bike that we get through here.
All right, she's all back together. Had to put her all back together. I forgot I need a kickstand to go in Kickstarter. So
What do you see right there?
tomorrow or the next nice day I have, I'm going to take it outside and start her up and retest her and see if she's charging back properly or not. And if she's not, I'll have to get back in there, take everything off again, and readjust the brushes again. So I'll get back to you on that. I'm just out here in the garage. I'm going to end it for tonight. I'm out here with my ladies, all these beautiful girls, watching Kaplan America. That guy's a nut. He's my hero. I'm out here eating dinner once again in the garage. I'll get back to you guys.
Pull the video out, but I'm pretty sure it put down over 70 horsepower, which, to put that in perspective, I mean, that's just ridiculous. A stock CR500 will put down like 52, a stock.
All right, welcome back. It's the next day. Always catch you peeing. Let me put the dog up in the house. All right, let's start over. Welcome back. It's the next day. I wasted the day away being lazy, so I don't want to take the Flathead off the table and test her out and wake up the neighborhood. I think it's like 8, 9 o'clock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch gears and jump over to the 67 Shovelhead. The Shovelhead runs beautifully. I've rode her several times, but she does run a little lean, where she'll have a spit and a little cough at idle when you rev it, or you're taking off at a stop sign or something. So there's a little bit of a, and I was told that by the seller. It's a brand new S&S Super E carburetor in there. That's not the original carburetor that comes on the 67 Shovelhead. It would be a Tilliston, but everyone says that they're garbage. I am not going to run this air cleaner. Eventually, I am going to take the back stock air cleaner, the backing plate, stock one, and I'm going to modify it and fabricate a way that it'll mount up to the S&S carburetor. It'll bolt up. Got to make some bump out spacers to do the enrichener lever. My buddy Billy, Rich Billy, he did it to his 66 Shovelhead to eliminate this problem. I like the S&S teardrop. They're a very cool air cleaner. S&S is an awesome company, but I just want the originality of having the original air cleaner. And I'll show you that real quick. Give me a minute. Here is the original air cleaner for the 67. The old ham can. It would look like that. So I want this on there. Besides the accent piece here by my thumb, you know, it matches up with the accent piece on the generator. It matches up with the fender trim. So I really want to run this. You know, I don't care if you think it doesn't look cool. It's original, and that's what I like. So what I got to do, the S&S Super E doesn't fit in here. It almost matches up with those bolt holes, almost matches up with that hole. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out, basically eliminate that 1-inch gap. Basically putting think about putting a sheet of metal right there, right? If this was one solid sheet of metal, I'm going to cut that out, eliminate that 1-inch gap, and bring it to here, and then re-weld it back in. And then I will drill the holes and cut the hole open as needed, and then that'll leave me room to put the spacers to hold on the enrichment lever. So that's basically what I'm going to do to get it to fit on there. Unless there's a product out there that adapts the S&S Super E to the Harley stock air cleaner. But I don't know. If you know, let me know. But I'm going to fabricate something to make this work. So back to my it's running lean issue. I was told it was running lean. It is running lean. It has a little pop. I ordered up a V-twin S&S jet kit that gives me all the intermediate jets and all the main jets from 25 to a 33 on the intermediates, and I didn't read them all in here, but I seen as high as 76 on the main jet, but you ain't gonna need all that. I want to experiment. It's running the stock, which I was told by my buddies. I didn't do any research myself yet. I talked to Hippie, and Hippie told me that 29.5 is what a stock Shovelhead should be running. He had an old guy tell him that a long time ago. Should need nothing bigger than that. But what I want to do is I want to experiment and just put a 30 in there and see if that eliminates the problem. If it doesn't, And then I talked to some other buddies. As a matter of fact, I talked to Terry Massey. So what's your Shovelhead, the S&S? What are you running? And he told me a 29.5 on the intermediate, and he told me a 72 on the main jet. I'm only running a 70 in my main jet. So is that my issue? I don't know. So I just want to experiment and try those two little tweaks. First, I'll try it with the 30 in the intermediate, keeping the 70 in there, see what it does. If that doesn't work out, I'm going to try the 72 like Terry Massey has running in his. And if that doesn't work out, I'm going to start all over. I'm going to readjust all the settings in the S&S and totally adjust this thing properly, check for intake leaks, all that stuff. But right now, I just want to do something quick because I'm being lazy. All right, let me get back to you. Let's start. What are you doing out this late?
I had ice cream. I got Spry.
Isn't it past your bedtime?
It might be.
Did you ask Emily? What's the matter?
She was in the car with me. I said, I'm going to Rick's.
What are you, in the Falcon?
Yeah.
We'll go check it out. Oh, good timing. I was just about to start it up.
Oh, that's great.
I just changed the jet in it. It's got a little spit. It's running a little lean. I don't think this is the problem, my jets. I'm going to have to readjust all the settings in the S&S.
Yeah. But that's cool. That's cool. It's actually finally white one.
Let's fire it up.
Nice. She's cool.
That she is.
Cold as ice.
Tiger. She doesn't smoke. She's tight. She runs smooth. I might have fixed my lean condition. I played with the idle fuel mixture. They didn't have it set right. I know you gotta do it when it's warmed up. Go in with it until it gets rough. But it's not popping now. Tune the carburetor in. She doesn't leak anywhere major. No major leaks. Hold this. She doesn't leak anywhere. The motor's never been apart. The cases have never been split. But she runs tits.
Do you know the mileage?
The mileage on the original Speedo, which I have down in the basement.
Oh, okay.
This is not the original.
No, that's what I was saying.
I have the original one in the basement. The original Speedo had 22,000 miles on it.
Okay.
The title says 30, but that could have been just some, so it's around about in that area, you would think. But that could be totally wrong. Doesn't matter. That burn, this is the original paint.
Yeah.
That burn
I think it's from
the guy. Yeah.
Too low.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you would know because you're a heavy guy.
Yeah, well,
but the story goes that the original owner, he had put like a lowering shock on it, and he was riding his old lady around, and it lowered it 2 inches, so then the tire burned the paint from the inside of the fender.
Nerd alert.
Nerd alert.
That's fine.
Yeah. All right. You want a beer?
Sure.
Why'd you park across the street?
Oh, because I came up this way.
What year is this?
65.
65 Falcon?
Yeah.
Yeah, last time I had this car on my channel, the video bombed. I guess no one likes Ford Falcons.
Yeah, well.
So show me all the stuff that you did.
So I moved the gas fill into here. It was here. Pain in the ass. So moved it to there.
What is that?
Battery box.
Cool.
New gas tank. Pumps in the tank now.
Nice.
Convert the fuel injection.
You gotta show me the dash too.
Now it's fuel injected.
Oh yeah. Yeah, last time I said something about being gay, Ford, and you said something about me being gay or something.
Yeah, you like that.
That's what it was. Man, it's clean though. Pretty.
New fuel.
So it's converted over to fuel injection.
Fuel injection. That's from a GM.
Because GM's better.
Yeah, GM's better. So this runs E85, this car.
Awesome. Very cool. Now, is the dash electronic now or something?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's real cool. Do you get to change anything on there, or is that how it stays, the display?
No, I can change it to a bunch of different screens.
Yeah, I figured it
I
could.
got another screen in the middle by the radio.
Oh wow, what's going on there?
This tells you readings and stuff. The computer's mounted over there in the passenger kick panel. It's all lights in there.
I thought it was just you were into the rainbow. And you liked all those rainbow lights.
No, I'm fat, so I like Skittles.
Well, Skittles are tasty.
They are.
Oh, the light died on me. All right. So don't start this thing. I'm just going to push it down the road so you don't wake my neighbors up.
Oh, they're fucked.
All right. Let's go. Later. All right, that was cool of Ski to stop by. Very random too, on a 9:30 at night. Usually doesn't stop over that late. Anyway, let me show you something we did when I had the camera off. So I took Ski into my basement and I showed him all the parts that the guy gave me with this bike, all the original bags and all the accent trim pieces and whatnot. So I brought up the battery box, the oil tank cover, this chrome cover. And I installed it. I like it. I don't have a light right now, but I think you get the point. What I don't have is, I didn't have whatever rod they use here, and then they would use these types of thumb screws, these big knobs, basically. So what I did is dug up some acorn nuts that I had. I'll get those knobs at a swap meet, hopefully at Ole soon. And so I grabbed some all thread, some threaded rod, cut it to 11 inches, a little under 11 inches. And the tube that goes across there was, you know, I had to bush the threaded all rod so it didn't just sag down and whatnot. So luckily I went to my bushing stock and I found a shoulder bushing, a bushing that fit perfectly in there and had a shoulder on this end, so it stopped. So that will keep the threaded rod still. And the acorn nuts look good. I'll run that until I can find those knobs that are supposed to be in there. But I like it. Covers up the oil tank. Trying to give you a good view of it, but I don't have my good light. Plus it's nighttime. It's late. What time is it? It's like midnight. So, very cool. I like it. And it's very random that Ski stopped over, but I'm glad he did. That was fun. All right, I'm going to end it tonight. I'm going in. Got it in neutral? Yo, it becomes second nature to you.
A little leg movement.
Yep.
Got a little tough though.
It becomes second nature. There's no bike funner to ride than my tank shift flathead. Pretty cool, right? Just like your 66.
It just feels just like it. These lights, if you take this dash off, there's supposed to be a metal baffle on the lights.
I have them on my flathead.
Okay. But yeah, this back brake is almost non-existent.
All right, time to get the flathead off the table. All right, now that Billy's gone, got the flathead off the table. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up and test her out, see what she's charging back to the battery now. Yeah, I still don't like where it's at. Even at an idle, it's hitting 8 volts. And I wouldn't think that's right. I don't think it should be charging back at idle. Yeah, so okay. I gotta get in there and readjust the brushes again. I think it's still too high. It's charging back to the battery even at idle, and I wouldn't think that would be the case. I'm seeing it hit 10 volts when I'm revving it up to 2,000 RPMs. So I think that's still too high. So I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to cut it in half. The brushes, cut it down to about half. I only did a quarter. I only took them in about a quarter, so I'll take it in. I'm going to put it about halfway, cut the voltage in half and see what she's doing then. It's just still too much, man. I'll get her. Figure it out. Maybe not in this video, but I'll get it figured out. Had a good day with Billy today. We rode all the bikes up and down the street. That was fun. We went over to Shovelhead, all the things that I am missing that I want to pick up at a swap meet. But again, we'll go over that in another video. I'll do a dedicated video to this Shovelhead. Just got too many things going on. All right, let me get the flathead back up on the table. Take apart the clutch, the rocker clutch again. Get into the generator. All right. Talk to you in a bit. Even had this old girl out today. All right, come on, girls, back in here. All right, so the final word of tonight is, so when we were out riding the Shovelhead today, rode it around the neighborhood, me and Billy, I put a 31 intermediate jet in that S&S. And I'm running a 70 main jet. It's running good now. It's not popping back lean. It did 1 or 2 pops when it was warming up, but once it warmed up, it never did it again. Where before, it was always popping and spitting out the carb at every stop sign, but not now. It's running smooth now. No popping back. I really think it was, I had to adjust the air-fuel mixture. They had that set up wrong. So I did that, and I could still do some more tweaking on it. I still got to do a little more tweaking, check all the settings, because someone didn't have it right. So she's dialed in now. She's running real good. All right, I'm gonna end this video tonight. I got some things to do. All right, I'll come back. I'll tell you what I got going on this week. Oh, almost forgot. Also, while Billy was here, we rerouted the front brake cable to the stock position where it should be, on the inside of the handlebars and up to the lever. Before it was coming out of here straight up to here, and that's no good. It looks stupid. So that's the original stock factory way they routed the front brake cable. Just the small things, but I'm working on all the small things to get this 100% original. Just need a few little things. I gotta pull this muffler off tonight to go get that bluing polished off of it at my buddy's shop tomorrow. All right, let me shut this camera off. Talk to you. All right, guys, I'm going to end the video right here. I apologize. I know this video was a little all over the place and it was kind of lame. And I apologize. I didn't get the Batman out on the XLCR. The weather didn't cooperate. And now that it's nice out, I don't have the time. I'll get back to that. I'm really busy right now. Right now I'm de-winterizing my toy hauler. I'm going on a trip out to our clubhouse for the AMCA swap meet out in Ole. So me and Billy are going to be camping, filming content, doing all kinds of things. And then the weekend after that, I have a vacation I'm going on, a little motorcycle vacation. I'll be filming some content for you guys. So with all that said, I'm really busy, and probably for the next 3 weeks, I won't be able to really get out a video on time. So you'll have to bear with me. But when I do come back with some videos, they'll be really good. So this is where we're going to end it. Go out and check out my my partner in crime, Hippie's Chopper Corner. Go check him out. And my buddy Ralphie at It's My Time, Let's Go. You know what? Go give T-Bone a watch. I like T-Bone. He's a good dude. Go check out Rolling with T-Bone. But all right, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.